everyone. So in this video I am going to discuss about shallow copy and deep copy, and most specifically we are going to discuss about the primitives and immutable types like string. Like if we have to copy other primitives or immutable types like string, how we can do that in Java, we'll see. Okay. So basically there are two types in this, like there are two ways with which we can copy an object. So the first one is shallow copy. Basically it will create a new reference and points it to the same object. It means it does not create a new object, but it will create only a reference and it is going to point to the existing object. For example, if we see in this class student, and here we have like int age is equal to 24 and string name is equal to Mahesh. Okay. And then what we are doing is, here we have created one object s1, and then we are creating another object s2, and what we are doing here is we are copying the object values s1 to s2. Okay. Then what happens here is only the reference S2 will be created and it will be pointed to the existing object, that is new student, which was previously created. Okay. So it will be like this. This is the object in the heap and these are the references. For example, if this is the first one, object 1, which we have created, and this is the second one. So instead of creating new student objects, it is going to refer it to the same object in the heap memory. Okay. So this is about this is about the shallow copy. So let's see its implementation in the code. Okay. And before that, if you have to explain about the deep copy, what it does is it will creates the new object and it will refer to that object only. I mean, it does not refer to the existing object. We'll see that as well. Okay, then we'll go to Eclipse and okay. uh, we will see here. What I'm doing is I've created a class student and I will add fields like okay, when I'm creating object of this, and if I create another object like s2 is equal to s1. Okay, now let's see the values. Okay, so here you can see the values for the both the objects are same. It means the s1 values are copied to s2, and if we do any changes to S2, what happens is, as here we can see, both are referring to the same object. The changes done by S2 will be reflected for S1 as well because it is the same object, right? So let's see that. See, if we make changes for one object, it is also getting reflected to S1. So this happens in the shallow copy because it is referring to the same object. So in order to avoid this, like if we want to make changes only to the object without making changes to the copied object, I mean the original object, in that case we can use something called as deep copy. Okay. So what happens in deep copy is, here it will create a new object and it will refer to that object. Okay. So here also it is mentioned like it will create a new object and then it is going to copy old object values to that new object, and whatever the changes are made to that object will not be reflected for the first object. Okay. So for the deep copy, how it does this, okay, now if we run, see here S3, this values have been copied. Okay. Then when we make changes for this object, like okay, here the values for the S1 is not changed, but for the S3 it is changed. Okay, this is how the deep copy works in case of the primitives. And for the non-primitives, there is like a different way which we'll see in the next videos. And also here, if you can see, we are doing a lot of code, like here, I mean, even if it is 2 lines, this can be reduced by using a method called as a clone. Okay. So basically, instead of doing like this, what we can do is, Okay, here we have to add student class explicitly, and the student class should implement, clonable. Okay, because we have to override the method in the student class. So basically for the whatever object it is going to be using clone, so that particular class have to implement the clonable, and it should override the method clone. Okay. Okay, and here we are getting this error because we have to handle the exception. Here it is throwing an exception, right? So we have to handle that. So we can handle either by using try catch or by using throw declaration, throws declaration. So we can add like throws declaration here, and if you see now, we'll be getting the same values before and after. Okay, see here we have Mahesh, and later these are the changes by S2 and these are the changes by S3. Okay, I hope you got an idea about like what is the shallow copy and deep copy for the primitives, and for the non-primitives, that is for the object differences. In that case, what we can do, we'll see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next video. Bye bye. Take care.